Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are back with another pick a card reading, and we are asking Spirit about your money. All about your money. Any guidance, insights, revelations they have about your money, I'm going to try to channel those messages for you today. So we have 3 piles here today with 3 crystals. Pile 1 with message 1, we have the smoky quartz. Pile 2 with message 2, we have the hematite. And pile 3 with message 3, we have the honey calcite. So please take a moment, tune in with your intuition. We're calling on divine messages about something 3D. So really do take a moment to tune into your intuition and not just your mind, so we can get the most accurate and most high vibrational messages for you guys. Once you have chosen your pile, please choose the timestamp down below and I will see you at your reading. Welcome group number 1. Today we are asking Spirit all about your money. Anything they want to deliver about your money. This came to me very swiftly today. I think these messages are going to be really quick, but it seems like people just really do need guidance about money in a way that's high vibrational, so you're not always running after it, running away from it, or having a charged relationship with it. So let's see what we can get. So I'm just going to take a breath here. Calling on my highest and best guides. I'm already seeing a dragon coming in, so maybe we'll connect with him later. Please guide me in this reading for the collective, group number 1. All about their money for their highest and best good only. I am willing to serve for the greatest good of this collective. Please show me that which is kind, that which is clear, and with as much detail and helpful guidance as possible about my group number 1's money. Thank you so much. Please tell me when I may begin. They're asking me to ask you guys to take a breath. Money messages are often very charged. It's releasing all negative energies from this space, opening up only to divine source. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome group number 1. So you chose the smoky quartz. Should this come up in the reading, I will bring this stone in, but respectfully I will put it aside now. So I'm going to start with the significator card and then I will channel. Okay, so the card that came out for you was the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. I'm hearing that you have to hold firm to your ideas. So I'm seeing this image of 2 business partners bickering about something. And my guides are telling me, hang on one second. I need to, hang on one second. Sorry, you guys. I have like little birds on my TV for my girls, for my cats, and it was distracting me. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so they first just gave me an image of 2, like a partnership, and there was some kind of bickering around the direction of the business. And my guides are saying to hold fast to your vision, hold fast to your vision. So they're not necessarily saying that. Sorry, I'm distracted now by a gnat. So there's definitely a message here about distraction. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But they're not saying to fight to the death about your idea, but not to roll over either. So there's some kind of respectful approach when it comes to discussing your ideas, and that your ideas, like they're showing me dollar signs, they're going to be fruitful. They're highlighting the little leaves that are growing from this wand. So they want someone here to trust themselves when it comes to their business ideas. I'm hearing stroke of genius. So someone here, or some of you here are going to have, I'm hearing the word epiphany. Something that's going, I'm hearing wide-eyed, that's going to make people excited and interested in your work. They're saying this is a very important time for this group to brainstorm, because you have a lot of good ideas and you have to choose one of those good ideas and then roll with it, move forward with it. I'm hearing creative spark. And you know, the Ace of Wands can be a stroke of creativity, most certainly. But because it's an ace, it feels very powerful, very new, very fresh. It's like you can take something old and put a new bend to it, like there's a new way of working with it, something like this, or something brand new. This feels quite brand new, I must say. Yeah, so it's with this hand out of the sky, it's something from nothing. Oh, sorry, incoming cats. Oh no, I have a cat trying to come up on my desk. Would you like to say hello to the viewers? She's like, I don't know, maybe. She's choosing a tree. Okay, sorry guys, I'm sorry. So because now we have had 3 distractions, the television, the gnat, and now my sweet Simba over here, I have a sense that some of you might actually feel confused. They're showing me the 7 of Cups, okay, which denotes confusion sometimes where there are so many choices. I don't know if this is choices or ideas. Maybe it's also choices, but you guys might be distracted by everything you've got going on. That could be in your mind or in your lives. So they're showing me a very simple list. That's where that brainstorming comes in. They really want you to enumerate that which is in your mind, put it down on paper. They're giving some practical guidance here, okay? Because you guys have a lot of good ideas, and I'm hearing put pen to paper, right? Really get them clear. They're saying that once everything is down on paper, you're going to know what direction to take. I'm hearing there's this image of the city over here, and they're saying that some of you are leaving a city behind and you're worried about your finances, perhaps in a new area, in a suburban neighborhood. I'm hearing a less populated area, and they're saying that you just have to come up with innovative ways of working. So they're showing me online stores, services online, you know, online visits, and they're also showing me you driving in a car, so some kind of short-term travel. So they're saying you may not have an office right next door, but you can travel into town. Even if it's an hour ride, you can do that once a week and mix that with online work. So they're saying that for those of you who are moving to a new area and you're not sure if your business is going to land, they're saying just follow your passion here, and then you will figure out how to maneuver in that space, and that you will be able to figure out how to maneuver in that space. So money matters. This is 3D. So they're going to give you advice. They're going to give you guidance. What else you want to tell group number 1? So they're saying that when somebody does lend a hand, take it. So there might be somebody coming in who wants to help, who wants to offer, I'm hearing the word investment, wants to invest in you in some way. That could be financially, but it could also be their time. And they're saying, don't let your ego, sometimes this reads as an ego to me, more King of Wands, but okay. There's a little bit of ego here. So they're saying, don't let your ego get the most of you. Allow yourself to receive help. I'm a little bit confused about what direction to take because I'm feeling the pull to get some more tarot cards. Hang on, let me get another tarot deck. 1 second. Okay, I wasn't going to use more tarot cards, but they want me to, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, what else do you want my pile number 1s to know about their money? What do you want them to know about their money? Please and thank you. Okay, I'm seeing this one. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, okay? So there's definitely something, perhaps a person or communication coming in to help, rushing in to help. They're just saying, remember, everything is energy. So if you're closed off to help, this literally a knight on his white horse with his sword up in the air could fly by you and you won't see him. Because when our energy is closed down, we see that which reflects our closed down energy. So you have to be open to help. This could be literal communication. They're showing me an email, that you might receive an email that you don't see coming that's going to really make your day. I don't know why I'm seeing the number 54. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe the number 54 means something to someone here. I'm hearing a birthday gift, a birthday surprise. So I don't know. Maybe someone's turning 54. You were born in 54. Okay, let's see. So we have Ace of Swords, the World, and the Two of Wands, rather. Interesting. So they're saying, for the distractions before, they're saying some of you might find it hard to stay focused on what you're doing, which is this $1 million idea or this trajectory that you're going on that is most certainly going to be abundant, because you've had a hard time, because something hasn't been working out. And maybe for a while now, right? They're also saying they want to remind you that your money matters are intrinsically connected to your love, which is intrinsically connected to your sense of safety, which is intrinsically connected to your physical body. They're all connected, right? In my psychology practice, I don't just work on the mental health issue. I work holistically. And so somebody is really heartbroken about a love, they're not going to be able to focus on their work very well. They're not going to take very good care of their bodies. So I make sure to hit on all of those marks, right? So I think it's interesting that the first card that came out was the Three of Swords, which denotes heartache or heartbreak. So are you guys dealing with some heartbreak? Or did you feel betrayed by somebody in some way? And this could have happened in business. So they're saying you guys might be a little bit gun shy moving forward because you had a difficult past. This could really be about a few different things. With the World coming up here, what I'm seeing for this, whatever it is, journey that you're about to embark on, this is a whole new chapter for you, right? The World is the last card, the last major arcana. And so it's about closing out a very pivotal chapter and starting a brand new one. Right, going into the Fool card. That's the next card. So this really is, resonant with the Ace of Wands. Something brand new coming in. And they're highlighting, for some reason, the four figures, denoting these different signs on the four parts of the world. So there are quite a few ideas again, but they're all very good ideas or good directions to go in. And they're just saying you're going to be successful no matter what you do. You just have to believe in yourself. The World is also telling me in this particular spread that you're coming back to a sense of trust. I'm hearing you're coming back to a sense of trust, and then with the Two of Wands to a sense of wonder. And they want you to have that air of wonderment, of awe, of interest in your life and in your path. Because the more passion, again, it's the same energy. We have wands again here. And she's even holding some wands here, right? They want you to have that awe and that inspiration. I'm looking out, I'm wondering, what am I going to do? That brainstorming idea again. Right, so you're not at the Three of Wands yet. You're not yet trusting that your ships are coming in. You're not at that point where you believe things are going to turn in your favor. But you're definitely at the beginning of being interested, and I wonder what's next for me. Not, oh, I wonder what's next, like with fear. They want you to just shift that vibration just a little bit to sort of get excited about this next chapter because it's huge. And just be mindful of any feelings that are tethering you a little bit to your past experiences with anything that has caused you heartbreak, where you felt betrayed, where you lost some trust. Because that's not in the material world, literally, the world, not in the material world. That's not happening anymore. That's just in your emotional field. But as they said before, everything is connected. So if you don't feel emotionally sound, you can't start this next chapter. So they always give me a story with my cards. So this is the story. You have to resolve something that feels emotionally fraught to you, that is likely affecting your work and affecting you moving forward, so that this new massive chapter can start. This old one can close out, whatever this is, and you can begin anew. Because you've got I feel like you're sitting on some $1 million idea, or this is about to come in. Because when you release this, then you could let this Knight of Swords in. This could be your own sort of mental, like an idea about how to do things, very practical with the swords here. But this feels like a person coming in to help. Doing a little bit of clearing through my body now. Interesting. So I'm just checking my camera because I thought, yeah, this is out of focus. Or out of whatever it's called. Okay. Now, let's get some more info for you guys. Okay. Let me just look at that one more time. Okay. Let's get some straightforward messages about your money here, okay? What else do you want my pile number ones to know about their money? Show me so clearly, please, my guys. What's going to help them? Can we get that? What's going to help them bring in money in a high vibrational way? Interesting. See, authority clashes with the boss, or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. How interesting is that? Right at the beginning, they showed someone quarreling with their colleague. That's so weird. So it's that same message. They want you to be very mindful of how you're communicating. So maybe the Knight of Swords is about fast communication with somebody, and they're telling you to slow down a little bit. Be aware of your ego. Oh, you know what? I said that too with the Ace of Wands. They told me that can signify some ego. And maybe your ego is bruised a little bit. So they want you to be very careful about not jumping to make your point known or to be right, that things are just going to work out. Sometimes when we leave things alone, things work out in our favor. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. That's a reverberation of that idea that they said that energy is reflected in everything. So if you're battling with someone, or you're battling inside about something, then that's going to show up in your reality. Okay, so just be mindful to create peaceful solutions, or to just sort of step aside and wait for the peaceful solutions to show themselves. What else do you want to tell my group number one about their money, rather? Make it work. Look at that. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. Okay, well, there's that idea again about having all the tools that you need. Right? When they were highlighting these 4 signs here in the corner, you definitely have more available at your fingertips than you realize. You have to put in the effort. I think the effort that they want you to put in is really organizing yourself. That's how I saw it. It feels like organizing yourself a bit. Excelling with your hands and fixing problems. What else do you want to tell my group number ones? Okay. Outside forces, unknown figures are driving the situation, and you may not be able to control the outcome. The cycle will shift soon and you will be okay. So it sounds very similar to the messages that we've already talked about. This idea that there's something that you might be battling with right now that I think might be concerning to you, and they're just saying, leave it alone. Don't touch it. Don't get involved. It's going to work itself out. It's a very, very clear message for this group. I wonder why that's coming in so fiercely. Let's get a few more. What else you want to tell my group number ones? Can you tell them how to manifest more money, how to bring in more money? Well, they definitely want you to sit this one out, whatever this battle is. They definitely want you to engage with your creativity, with your ideas. They want you to get organized. They want you to resolve some emotional tumult that may or may not be directly related to your career. They want you to get back to a place of being interested in your life, where the vibration of awe and interest is at the helm of these choices or this trajectory of your career and finances, and not worry or concern. They also want you to allow help in and to put your ego aside whenever possible. So they have given quite a bit of advice already. Let's get another card here, please and thank you. What else you want my group number ones to know, please? That card? Okay. Passage. Your current situation is a means to an end. You are making the uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh, wow. And then I'm going to show you under the deck as well. Hang on one sec. This card literally just encompasses the entire message. Your current situation is a means to an end. You're making the uncertain voyage to a new world. With the world card here. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. That's Two of Wands. So you're embarking on something new, 100%. They are asking you, please enjoy the experience. Because if you're worried, if you're filled with anxiety, this Ace of Wands is going to show up much more slowly. Enjoy the discoveries as you go. This is so very important for this group. Put the battles, set aside the battling. Focus on impassioned feelings and experiences where you feel interested, where you're in awe, where you're excited again about your work. Where's the excitement? I keep hearing that in my mind. Where's the excitement? Now, at the bottom of the deck, they're saying magic. You have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit. There is this sense of limitless with the Ace of Wands. There's tremendous potential with this group for amazing amounts of success. Some of this is just about getting out of your own way. Some of it is about resolving emotional difficulty. Some of it is about choosing your battles very wisely and allowing your ego to be released a little bit. You don't need to be so defended. With the smoky quartz here being a stone that really is a defender, I would call it, right? The smoke in the quartz really is a defense to negative energies. They're just saying, you don't really need that much armor right now. You can let that go. You don't have to be scared. Everything is coming to you in due time. But be mindful of the way you're thinking about your future. Be mindful of the way that you're thinking about money. And if you get distracted, don't punish yourself. Don't judge it. Just come back to the middle and start again. Get that pen to paper. Okay, I want to get one last card from the Astro deck to see any areas of focus. Any areas of focus for group number 1, please? Practical feedback here, please, about their money. What do they need to know about their money? What do they need to know about their money? And we have progressions, journey, number 56 here. Interesting. Same idea that we've been talking about, that this is a journey, something is moving forward. Whether you believe it or not, with the word passage, progression, this journey, there is something moving here with the Two of Wands. The only reason why it may feel stuck is because something inside of you is feeling stuck, or you're feeling concerned about something, or you're worried with your thoughts about something. Let me get one other energy for my group number ones. Very practical feedback for this group. Okay. Oh, and there we go. Pallas Athena, think. Again, you've got to focus on how you're thinking about things. How are you feeling and how are you thinking about your work? Is it fraught? Is it worried? Is it concerned? Whatever this Three of Swords is has to be resolved for this new chapter to begin. But this new chapter is assured with the Ace of Wands here, flanked by the Magic card. Okay? So just be very, very mindful of the energy behind your pursuits. Because to me, that seems like everything for this group. What energy is behind what you're doing? Because as long as your energy is clear, it's one of awe, of interest, of magic, where you know how good you are at what you do, with the Ace of Wands and making it work here. They keep saying the cycle will shift soon and you'll be okay. You just have to let things flow. These two cards say the same thing. Choose peaceful solutions when you can. That wasn't it. You have all the tools you need to succeed. The cycle will shift as soon as you will be okay. And you will be okay. There's a lot of reassurance in this reading that everything is going to turn out fine. Just let that energy of worry and concern go as much as you possibly can. Let things unfold, but let your passions, let your, that interest, that awe in what you're doing really drive the ship. Literally, with the ship here, right in the middle of the spread here. Put your ego aside, get help. Don't get embroiled in unnecessary fights. Heal your heart and look forward. Very practical messages here. Okay, you guys, that's your money messages for today. All good things are happening though. I really want you to understand that. Ace of Wands is an amazing card to get for money. Okay, there's just some stuff within your own psyche that might be holding things up just a little. Okay, but right up ahead is the Three of Wands. Your ship's coming in. Everything that you need to move forward. Okay, dear ones, thank you so much for being here with me. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. If nothing else, I send you so much love and many, many blessings with all your money matters. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 2. So today we are asking Spirit all about your money. Any messages Spirit has about your money, we're going to deliver today. Pile number 1 was a straight shooting message, very practical, not a lot of fluff. So if that's what your heart is open to, that is what we're going to deliver today. Okay. So I'm just going to clear the energy from group number 1. Inviting my guides back in. Please offer the clearest, most kind, most detailed messages for my group number 2, all about their money. What do they need to know about their money? I just heard you are protected. Okay. Well, with hematite being a highly protective stone, that's not surprising to me. Let's see what the tarot card is that came out for you. And you guys got the Four of Pentacles. What does this mean for my group number 2s, please? The Four of Pentacles. I just heard things are balancing out for this group. You don't have to worry anymore. So you might, I'm hearing the word frugal. So some of you might have felt a little bit challenged with money as of recent. I'm hearing counting dollars and cents. What they're highlighting to me is that even though he's holding fast to his pentacle, he's got all of these riches in the background. He's on this golden throne with a golden crown, okay? So they're saying that you don't even realize that you have riches abound. And similar to message number 1, they want you to be aware of the energy around money right now. So if you're feeling frugal and you're sensing that things are tight, it reverberates out into your quantum field and it expands that energy of frugality. It's easier said than done, certainly. But they want you to start being aware of the energy behind money matters. Okay, so when they said you are protected, they're saying some of you are actually starting to make more money after a time of not having made a lot of money, and that's why you're scared. Okay, interesting. It's almost like I'm starting to feel my heart race. So it's nice that this is picking up, but it's a little bit unfamiliar to you, and so it can feel a little scary, is how they're showing it to me. So they're just saying, try to ease into the flow that is happening now. Because the more you're able to receive it as if it was always there, right? With this riches in the background here. It was always there. To try not to compare it to the past where there was lack and now there's more. Because whenever you have you come from a state of lack, it's almost as if you're wondering when the next shoe is going to drop, when the loss is going to come. So they're asking you not to hold so tight to your pentacle energetically. Well, they're saying also literally, but there's a respect for this group about being careful with money without it being anxiety provoking. Yeah, they're saying that there's so much about energy in this group, about needing to understand that you yourself have to move into a new frequency around money if you want to maintain the growth that you're starting to see in your finances. Okay? Okay. They're really highlighting the sun here on the Four of Pentacles. There's something about happiness and joy forthcoming for this group. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull some more tarot cards here. What else do you want my group number 2 to know about money? About their money? What else do you want them to know about their money? I just heard that you might feel like a small fish in a big pond. They highlighted the background city here. It's interesting. In group number 1, it was moving from a city to the country. And for some of you, they're saying that you've moved from a smaller populated place to a larger one, and you don't know how you're going to fare there. And they're telling me that, again, it's about your confidence. You're going to do great there. They're saying there's a reason why you were driven to move to a bigger city. It's because you have that kind of prowess. That's what the crown is here for in this particular reading. They're saying because you have that capability to thrive in a big city or in a highly populated niche, because you're going to rise heads and shoulders above your opponents, I'm hearing. Well, the people that you're, I don't know how to, I can't find the words for this, so I'm going to just scratch that. But they don't want you to be worried about being in a place where a lot of people are doing the kind of thing that you're doing. You have something sacred, I just heard. Wow. You have something completely fresh and completely new. They're also highlighting the crown on his head as being smart. I'm hearing you're a smart cookie, they're saying. Don't underestimate how intelligent you are, and your intelligence is going to take you very far. I'm hearing this group is divinely guided with this pentacle above the crown. So there's a lot of trust that you need to have in your journey right now, okay? What else do you want group number 2 to know about their money? What else do you want them to know about their money? Please and thank you. And we have Knight of Swords. That came up in group number 1. What does it mean for group number 2? They're saying that this group feels a little bit overwhelmed by, I'm hearing people blowing up your phone. It's a lot of intensity I'm feeling, like it's coming into my right ear. And I'm just like, stop telling me what to do. That's how I feel. I feel annoyed. Yeah, they're just saying you have to be mindful of the chatter, the banter that's all around you. There's a lot of energy around this group that feels exhausting. So maybe this city around you is not a literal city. Maybe it's just a lot of noise. That's why you're holding on to your pentacle, because people are just coming at you. Okay, so what else do you want to tell them about this then? So my messages are always like a story. What else do you want them to know? This one? Justice. Okay, so they're saying there's a lot of moving energy around you guys, and they want you to make sure that you feel balanced in your own energy. They want you to be fair in your money dealings. So they're calling someone out here a little bit. Okay. I'm hearing karma. So right now on the planet, karmic returns are happening very swiftly. So they want you to have a lot of integrity when it comes to your money. So don't copy people, I'm hearing. Make sure that if you had too much money deposited in your bank or returned to you from a cashier, return it. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm hearing karmic bleed through. So this is past life stuff for this group, where you've got to right some wrong from something that has nothing to do with this life. So it might not feel like it resonates with you in this particular incarnation, but they're just saying be mindful of that. They're also showing me charity, to be charitable. Okay, this is going to help your money matters, right? They're showing me the infinity symbol. So they're saying that when you give, you will receive. Yeah, because they used the word miserly before, which I didn't want to say out loud, but they're wanting to say that there's an energy that you might be grappling with that you don't really understand because it's not from this life. So they're just saying be very fair in your money dealings. Make sure that you're being gracious when people are opinionated or coming in. Again, it's this energy when it comes to your money. They want you to just make sure that you feel straight is the word I'm hearing. You're doing things in a way that's above board, I'm hearing. Okay? So everything is in integrity. What else do you want to tell my group number twos about their money? So let's say they do this, right? Let's say they make sure everything is on the up and up. They have good boundaries with people, right? And they come from a place of integrity. Then what can happen? Then show me, please. Show me very clearly. There it is. Okay? 6 of Wands. Victory. So even if this doesn't resonate for you guys, bottom of the deck, the world, okay? A whole new chapter can begin. This is the way my readings work, you guys. I wish I could be one of these, well, I don't really wish it, but sometimes I wish that I can just be one of those readers who says everything is going to turn out great and everything's wonderful, but my energy is just not like that. And so my guide's energy matches mine, or I match theirs. I'm a realist when it comes down to things, and I like to guide people in a way that makes sense. Okay, this group is probably dealing with something that they don't even understand why they're dealing with it. And my heart goes out to you, by the way. Okay, I think that's why the hematite was here. Okay, it's protection from forces that you don't even see. So they really want you to make sure that you have tremendous amount of integrity, that you're not miserly with your money, that you're charitable, that you're generous, okay? And that you don't ignore people's opinions. You're not disrespectful to people who are in your ear. Just set good boundaries. They're saying your victory is here, because I asked the question straight out. You guys heard me. What will happen if they write this a little bit? And I saw the infinity symbol, which tells me, when you give, you receive. When you receive, you can give more. And we've got the 6 of Wands. Wonderful victory coming for you guys with regards to money. So if any of this resonates on any level, take heed. Because the moment you turn this around, whatever this is, your 6 of Wands is here. I also just heard, stop going backwards. Stop going backwards. So the Knight of Swords is traveling this way. So they want you, I just heard to be mindful of being dependent on someone, on a partner, on a friend, on a parent, on a trust fund. Try not to be dependent on anyone for money. They really want you to be in your power with this red robe here. And they really want you to speak up, you got two swords up in the air here. They want your voice to be heard. So there's something about, I'm hearing the word orating or oration. Have your voice be heard and expressed. That's going to lead to some kind of victory with regards to money. Huge new chapter. This also came out in group number 1, actually. Huge, and I shuffled the deck 3 times, I think, before your reading. Huge new chapter starting for you guys. Now, let's get some more energies from the Life and Career deck. What else do you want to tell my group number 2s? Okay, so if this gets remedied, my guides, they want to know more about the future. What is possible for them? Please show me very, very clearly. Okay, this one. Cutting ties. You may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. Very interesting, because right at the end there, they said you've got to leave something behind. It's exactly what they just said. Literally. Now, it may not be your current position, but they said the Knight of Swords is moving backwards, and they said you need to leave something behind. And literally, before I pulled the card, I was going to add a disclaimer that they often validate the tarot cards with the oracle cards, okay? Cutting ties. That can be something different for everyone. Now, like group number 1, they want me to reiterate the idea that energy is energy is energy. So cutting ties could be cutting ties with a person, having nothing to do with your career. Because if you're feeling tethered to a dysfunctional relationship, that is going to bring dysfunction into other areas of your life. So make sure that everything else is copacetic. The way to manifest good money is to have your ducks in a row everywhere. You can't just work on your money matters and have everything else be in the toilet. Because everything reflects itself. So when you take better care of yourself, if you show yourself more self-respect, right? When you show yourself more respect, I should say. When you're kinder to people, when you clean up your home, when you're in a greater state of love, things start to work in your favor more because you're more in alignment with your soul's frequency. Okay? Cutting ties, brilliant. That was awesome validation of that message. What else, guides, do you... Whoop, okay, everything just flew out. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's try that again. This is a big deck. Okay. Messages for my group number 2. Please show me very clearly. Messages for my group number 2 about their money. Clear messages, please. I see it. Okay. Harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. How brilliant is that? They started by saying that there's all of this energy around you, all of this noise. And they're saying, again, validating the messages they've already told. Don't worry, we'll get some more. Just hang in there, you guys. They often want to express things repeatedly. So there's a message in there about the seriousness of this. That it's not just one and done. It's not just easy to do the guidance that they're giving. So they want to repeat some of the messages. Harmony. So make sure that whatever you're doing for work, whatever you're doing to make money, that you feel calm and relaxed in this space. I remember when I was working with patients during the height of COVID, and there was so much anxiety and so much stress. The number one piece of guidance that I was receiving for almost all my patients, and I had a lot of patients during that time, probably double what I have now. I probably had about 30 people, which is an absurd amount of people to have. And they said they need to create a workspace that feels calm and steady, because everybody was working from home, right? And so they kept saying, guide them to buy a little desk. It doesn't have to be a big desk like this one, you know, with a file cabinet and everything, but a little fold-up desk, but that's their desk and they don't do anything else but work there. And to make it an enjoyable space to work, right? Put a little picture up, a few crystals, whatever feels good to you, have around. And that really anchored my patients in their work, so they felt a little bit more grounded when the world was in a state of complete and utter chaos. So they're giving you guys that same guidance. Please make sure that your workspace feels harmonious. It feels quiet. It feels calm. And for those of you who go to buildings to work, where you go to an office space, make sure to get out during the day and get some sun. Very important to get outside during the course of the day. But the primary message here is make sure that your work environment is very calm. Again, the flow of money can't come in if you're not in a state of flow. Okay, what else do you want to tell my group number 2s about their money? What else do you want to tell my group number 2s? Show me their future, please. Show me their future, please, when it comes to money. This one? Okay, so there's another card that they want me to pull, so I'm going to pull it. So they just validated the last message about the hematite. Protection. That was their first message. You are protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lay low for a while and you will be shown the truth, okay? That's the Justice card. So they were saying that you have to be in your integrity. Perhaps other people around you in work matters were not in their integrity and they're going to be brought to justice, okay? There's a reason why the hematite is here and there's a reason why they have brought up protection twice now. So be mindful, again, of your money and where it's going and how you invest it, I'm hearing. And finally, we have ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. Okay, so there's definitely something with you guys about some energy that is fraught around your work. I don't know what that is. I wish this reading could just be, you're going to win the lottery and everything's going to be great. But what they are saying is there's something abound in your workspace that, again, this is not psychic. Well, for me, it's psychic, but for you, it's not. You would already know this. Something is not right in the work sphere for you guys, and you already know it. And if that's righted, if you go in the direction of your heart, if you cut ties with people, places, things that aren't working for you, if you create a more harmonious, energetic signature, harmonious work environment, and you just let things, the chips fall where they may, I'm hearing, meaning something is going to be righted. I don't know what this is. I just heard layoffs. So there might be something awry in your workspace. I don't know what this is. But justice is being served. And victory is on its way. A whole new chapter. You guys might be leaving one job and entering a new one, okay? And if you do that, you're definitely going to be victorious in your new work. Let's get some astro cards and see other energies about your future money. Future money now, please and thank you. Future money, please and thank you. And we have descendant invitation. I'm really wondering you guys, if you are leaving a job and about to enter a new one. Because something is closing out. Something is changing with your current work situation. I don't know what else to say. That seems pretty evident. You're invited to a new path, to this new world, this new chapter. There's something closing out. Something has not been working. This energy that I was feeling at the beginning, all of that noise, feels like you need to cut ties with that. Something new, harmonious is coming in. Whatever was going on here justice is going to be served. And I don't think you want to be around when that happens. But you're protected. And on the other side of this, there's victory. You're going to be invited to some kind of new job. Some kind of wheel is turning now. What else do you want to tell my group number 2s? Interesting message here for you guys. Wow. What else for my group number 2s? There it is. We've got conjunction, alliance. Very positive card. These birds are flying away. They're leaving something. You might form an alliance with somebody at work and start something new. But you're leaving. Descendant, the birds, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords moving backwards, cutting ties, ups and downs. There's something around your finances that is like you're moving out of this energy into something brand new with the alliance invitation, right? These birds are flying into the future. Even the descendant, the point is moving this way, even though the descendant is the other side of the natal chart and it's moving downward. It's an invitation for something new. And you've got the World card as the primary energy, the bottom of the deck there. Huge chapter closing out for something brand new. I'd like to get one other energy here for their future money matters. What else can you give me, please, about their future money matters as they fly into the future here? Anything else you want to tell group number 2? I see it. And we have beautiful 10th house. So for those of you who don't know, the 10th house is the house of career. Beautiful. That is telling me very, very clearly that you are starting something brand new. Okay, we got that from the World card, that's for sure. And we got that from the Victory card here, the Six of Wands. We got that from the invitation and possibly from the birds flying here and the Alliance card. But now we have pure and utter validation. So this is one of those readings where I'm like, okay, somebody's going to give me a thumbs down. I know it. There's always somebody who gives me a thumbs down. I always get this one thumbs down. I'm just like, what do you want from me? I do my very best to give these messages with integrity, and my messages are very grounded in reality. I think you guys are leaving something behind. If you haven't already, you're about to. If you're not leaving something behind, there's going to be some kind of reorganization in your work. Some justice is going to be served. You're getting by completely unscathed. You have nothing to do with this nonsense. But you're cutting ties. So whether it be that your boss is going to get fired or some authority figure is going to make its way out and new authority is coming in, or you're literally cutting ties and you're leaving a job behind, there is something brand new coming in. And they want you to set the stage for it. They want you to maintain a state of harmony within in your energy and physically in your workspace. It's there. I'm hearing when you build it, it will come from the Field of Dreams. Okay. If you build it, then they will come. That's the line from the movie. Love that movie. I'm already hearing some people like, what is that movie? Because I'm older probably than a lot of you guys. So if you build it, if you create that energy, if you build that space physically, it will come. The money will come. But stay in your integrity. Make sure all of your dealings are above board. You are well on your way to something brand spanking new, I'm hearing. Brand spanking new. There's something wondrous on the other side of this, you guys. Something really wondrous on the other side of this. But you're kind of still in the muck and the mire of whatever this situation is. But you got to walk away knowing that we've got the Six of Wands at the end here. We've got the World on the bottom of the deck. And we've got the 10th house as your future energy, which is public, notoriety, career, brand spanking new at the end of this storyline here. And everything is going to turn out in your favor as long as your dealings are on the up and up. Everything going on your end of things is super clean, which I imagine for you guys it is. Again, with the hematite and the protection, it feels like this is going on around you. That noise that we heard at the beginning, I feel like there's going to be reorganization or a lot of movement in your career around you. And I think you're going to have a choice whether to stay or leave. I just got that. And I think that's what this card was about. Your work has the potential for both advancement and stagnation. So I think the advancement may come from leaving this job, or it may come from this reorganization. I'm not really sure. But I think that if you're feeling stagnant, it may be time to go. Because all of my readings are about guidance. They're not just meant to be hypes, to hype you up. As much as I would like that, that's not always the way that they are. Okay? All right, you guys. Listen, I send you so much love. I really do. I feel like everything is going to work out fine. I feel like the primary message is you guys have to trust yourself. You really have to trust yourself here. Make sure that you're out of any states of fear and in a state of power and trust, because things are flowing in your favor for sure. All right. Want to send you guys so much love and so many blessings with all things money and beyond. Until the next reading, take very, very good care. Welcome, group number 3. So today we are asking Spirit all about your money. Any messages regarding your money, what's going on with your money, what is coming in, what's impending, okay? And any guidance and advice. I'm just going to tell you this from the jump. The first 2 groups got straight shooting messages, shooting straight from the hip. So it wasn't very cerebral, wasn't very analytical. It was just like, this is what's going on and this is what you have to do. So if you're here just for me to tell you that you're going to win the lottery and everything's going to be great, I'm probably not the best reader for you. I read, when it comes to 3-dimensional things like money, I read practically, and I read in a way where you can actually apply something valuable to your lives. There's always a space and a time for hype. And there are so many readers on YouTube who do that amazingly well. I don't even know how they do that. Most of the time, I don't read like that. It's just not my energy as a human. I'm a realist, as much as I'm a spiritual person. So I just wanted to say that. So if this isn't your reading, that's cool. But I hope you'll stay, because my guides tend to give really excellent guidance about your situation. All right. If your heart is open, please do stay. Okay. All right, so you guys chose pile number 3 with this lovely little honey calcite. Let me just ground for a second, you guys. Just inviting my guides in again, asking for the highest and best messages for the collective who chose pile number 3. Please allow me to serve for this collective for their highest and best good, offering the most kind, the most clear, the most helpful messages about their money. Allow me to be a conduit of divine source energy only. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I keep seeing the word success in my mind's eye. Interesting that I just gave you that prelude to the reading about it being down to earth, and right then it's like everything's going to be successful. But that's what they gave me. Success. I'm hearing the words building blocks. So you're building something successful, I'm seeing. Okay? This could be literal. They're giving me like brick and mortar. So maybe you guys are building a business, something from the ground up. Okay, let's look at your first tarot card. Interesting, okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Building blocks, that actually makes perfect sense. Slow and steady wins the race. That's the Knight of Pentacles. Doing something that is ultimately very successful, but doing it thoughtfully, brick by brick by brick. Okay? But golden, right? The golden, all the yellow in the tarot cards always denote success, happiness, something good. Okay, so you guys are well on your way, right? This horse is moving forward. You're well on your way towards success. And they're just saying, you guys need to be patient. I know that's like a 4-letter word to a lot of people. Trust me, I get it. But I have to deliver what I'm given. They're saying, please do be patient, because you've got all of this success up ahead. You have to build it. Something is morphing into something bigger. Let me just tune in a little bit here. What else do you want my group number 1s to know about their money? Yeah, so they're showing me a bank account. And they're showing kind of like when you're at a basketball game and you see the count, not the countdown, like the numbers changing quite quickly. Because in basketball, they go really quick. It's not like football or, baseball where you're waiting forever for the points. It's like the board is constantly moving. So they're showing me that you're constantly increasing your income over time, and it's steady and it's able to be maintained. What else do you want them to know about their money? I'm hearing good investments. So be mindful of the investments that you make right now. I'm hearing stocks and bonds. So something that's going to grow over time. I'm seeing IRA. Okay, so some of you, they want you to roll your retirement funds into an IRA. You'll get more out of it that way. I told you, practical advice. They give me practical advice. They're saying keep your head down. Why should they keep their head down? Okay, so something is actually rapidly unfolding in your life, and they don't want you to boast about this. They're showing me social media. They don't want you to write about this. They don't want you to tell a lot of people. They want you to be a little quiet when it comes to your money and your earnings, I'm hearing. Now they're showing me, I don't know what's on this guy's shirt. I don't know what those are, but they're saying there's something is very fruitful happening for this group. But they don't want you to be loud about it. It's not about humility though. It's what is this about? Why do you want them to keep their head down? Okay, I'm hearing the word sharks because there might be the wrong people. There might be people who are not good for you that would kind of swarm in. They're saying, no, I'm sorry, not swarm. They said they may come in. I'm hearing a wolf in sheep's clothing. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So there might be people who appear in your life they're showing me the devil card, okay? They say they have your best interests at heart. They might not. Be mindful of those people. My guides just got really excited at this notion that you are now aware of that, because when that person shows up, you're going to be like, that's what Merkaba energy healing was talking about. That's what she was talking about. They really want to help you guys because you're building something fierce, I'm hearing. Something that's really going to stand the test of time. Something that merges the old and the new, I'm hearing. Quite creative, but very grounded. Travels are going to be a part of your work in the future, traveling, if not already. A lot of ninth house energy I'm getting. Okay, let me just see where I can put this. Good, okay. All right, you guys, let's pull some more tarot cards and see what else my group number 3 needs to know about their money. What else does my group number 3 need to know about their money? Please and thank you very much. That wants to come out. Justice. That came out for my group number 2s. I'm hearing fair dealings. Fair dealings. And they really just want to make sure that you invest wisely, that you engage with the right people, because there's energy around you being successful in the future, or this is unfolding now, that can bring in some distasteful creatures, I'm hearing. Oh, you know what they also just said? Get copyrighted. Get an LLC. Whatever legalities to like put a brand on your work, do that so that these sharks don't come in. Okay, so they want to make sure that you do everything legally, contractually. They're showing me the 2 of Cups. Okay, so you guys might be entering into a contract with somebody. This is very practical. They want you to read every document. Something having to do with legal matters with your work. Let's get some more information, okay? Let's keep it moving. What else do you want? What else do you want my group number threes to know? And we have Two of Wands. That also came out in one of the other groups, okay? So something you're building is starting to take shape. No doubt. Innovation, I'm hearing. Some kind of innovative idea. I'm hearing the ball is in your court. So you might have to make a decision about something in the forthcoming weeks, I'm hearing. 2 weeks. Oh, well, it's the Two of Wands here. That makes sense. Over the next couple of weeks, you may have to make a decision about your finances or about your work. And they're saying the ball is in your court, so negotiate wisely. That's how I just heard that. Negotiate wisely. So they want you to consult with a financial advisor or your lawyer about this investment or about this decision. I know this is not going to be for everyone, but that's what I'm getting. A lot of slow and steady here. There's no fast-moving energy here. Let's see what else they want to say. That wanted to come out. Look at that. The sun. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and that was the first word that came out. Success. There it is. Damn straight. Beautiful. So this is an amazing spread to begin with, okay? This is an amazing spread. But there's something that may be going on behind the scenes that you're not seeing. So just be aware of that. Be aware that there might be people around you who don't have your best interest at heart. So cross every T and dot every I. But you got the sun here. Let's get some more energies. What else do you want to tell my group number threes about their money? About their money. Yeah, again, they're just reminding you guys, the money that you do have, do something with it. Don't just let it sit there, okay? So invest it wisely. Roll that 401 into your IRA, okay? Put some money in a CD. I've been meaning to do that forever, okay? Because your money is growing, but it can grow more if you have the right advisor, if you got the right lawyer, you know what I mean? Consult with somebody wise, okay? Well, you just do that in layman's terms. Now they're saying, you know, if you're not somebody who needs a financial advisor, you don't have a business and the whole nine, they just want you to make sure that you're protecting your work, okay? Let's bring it down a notch. Okay, maybe you need a watermark on your YouTube videos like this, okay? Something like that. I actually need a watermark on my videos, but not quite yet. Nobody's stealing my videos just yet. Not just yet, but maybe it would behoove me to do that. Okay. Okay, I'm definitely Knight of Pentacles right now, slow and steady. All right, I jest. They want you to believe in yourself, okay? That's what they just said with the Two of Wands. You have very good ideas. They use the word innovation. And the ball is in your court, which tells me if it's not your business, they want you to understand that they just showed me a Monopoly board. I don't know why. And they showed it to me as if it's your turn to pass go and collect, you know, $1,000. The ball is in your court to make the next move. And whatever move you're going to make, the sun is next. Success. So, right, you've got the Knight of Pentacles, Justice, Two of Wands, Sun. Amazing spread for money. Okay, let's get some more information here for my group number threes. What else do you want my group number threes to know? Which one? This one? Look at that. One of the other groups got that. Look at this. This is like a massive deck that I'm pulling from. Always shuffle the decks between readings. And this came out for one of my other groups too. So all you guys are always connected. Harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home or for yourself is best. Okay. What do you want them to know about this? So they're saying that some of you have been a little bit worried about whether this thing is going to take off or take shape. And again, they're reminding you that energy is everything. They need you to be in a state of trust and harmony inside, because this is going to unfold. This reading is serving the purpose to validate that what you're doing is right, is good, you're on the right path, keep going. They're giving you some physical, some practical advice here. But besides that, with the harmony card here, they really want you to remember that your energy is going to dictate how your money is going to flow, as within, so without, right? So make sure that you're calm as much as you can, and that you're excited about what you're building here, brick by brick, something very beautiful. You're, I'm hearing unveiling to the world. Interesting, unveiling to the world. Please do tell group number 3, what are you unveiling to the world? I'm so curious. What else do you want to tell my group number 3s about their money? This one? I love this when it happens. I love it when it happens like this. All right, unfolding. They literally used the word unfolding right when we started this reading. Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and you keep expanding. Thank you, guides. So often they reiterate messages that have already been told in case the people who are listening to this did not hear it, it didn't land fully, it didn't quite get through. Okay. Guys, this is unfolding at a beautiful pace. Trust. Trust. What else do you want my group number 3s to know? Please and thank you. I'm hearing just you wait. They're getting a little snarky now. Okay, this is the time of the day that they bring in the jokes. Okay, what else do you want to tell my group number 3s? Please and thank you. Okay, I see it. What is that? On the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or step up. Okay. I feel like this has a lot to do with the Justice card and seeking a financial advisor, knowing that this is going to turn into something big. And that's what they said about the bull being in your court. Ask for that raise. Ask for the promotion. Step up. Yeah. That's where you need to take the next step. That's a reiteration of that message that they gave earlier. And I can't help but notice that this silverware is not silver, it's gold. Right? Gold is abundance. I just heard, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. Okay? So you guys have big ideas. You're setting out to do something pretty pronounced, and they want you to run with it a little bit more. They're showing me an Olympic runner with a wand. They want you to run, you know, full on, full speed ahead. What else do you want to tell? So let's look more into the future. Can we look a little bit more into the future? Let's do this. Can we look a little bit more into the future, please, for my group number 3s about their money? Okay, so they said the Sun card is their future. Okay, but can we get a little bit more? A little bit more for my group number 3s. Okay, I see. And we have perspective. If you change the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light that will help you get to where you want to be. That's the Two of Wands energy. That's about perspective. So maybe they're adding another layer here. Okay, because Two of Wands is all about what you're seeing, looking out on the horizon there. If you change the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light that will help you get to where you want to be. Very interesting way that they're putting this, right? So you don't actually have to change anything. Nothing actually has to change. It's just the way that you're looking at things. You know, they're giving me this idea. I forgot the name of it in psychology. It's where, you know, you have an item like a knife, and you know that cuts things. Oh, damn it. I can't remember the name of this. It's a concept in psychology where we're so restricted to knowing only that which that item does, and we don't know, we're not thinking innovatively, again, that word innovation, about how you could use that item in different ways. So they're showing me a knife could serve the purpose of holding a pineapple in place, which is very slippery, hard to wield while you're cutting it. You can use a really big knife, put it down the center into a cutting board, and then cut around the pineapple. That's actually a really good idea. Never thought about that, okay? So they want you to look at a knife and say, that's not just a knife. It can be something else. They just gave me that line from Crocodile Dundee. I'm sure you 20-somethings have no idea what I'm talking about. It's this Australian croc hunter, right? Who, you know, he's fighting somebody and they take out these little knives and he goes, that's not a knife. And he takes out wields this huge knife and he goes, that's a knife. Okay, so they're basically saying, like, you guys have the big knife. You've got the big ideas. You don't need to battle with anybody. You don't need to battle in your own mind wondering if this is going to work out. It's going to work out. But you might need to be a little bit more innovative with whatever it is that you're doing. You might need to color outside the lines a little bit. You might need to take a slightly different direction, right? The Two of Wands is also about direction. You might need to look at things in a slightly different way for your money to bend, you know, towards increase or more increase, because the Knight of Pentacles is increase. But if you want it to flow a little bit more, you might need to be a little bit more innovative. You might need to work with your ideas in a slightly different way. Okay, let's get a couple of astro cards about the final energies for my group number 3s. Final energies for my group number 3s, please and thank you. Yeah, they're showing me somebody, I'm just seeing somebody working at a computer. I don't know if this is like frequent, it looks something of the future, let's say, something pretty advanced. They're giving me Aquarius energy there. They're saying you're doing something very cool, but you've got to now add the next layer to be at the helm of whatever it is that you're doing, because whatever you are doing that felt innovative 2 years ago, a lot more people are doing it now. Okay, because advances are quite quick at this time on the planet. People are, you know, we're awakening to more parts of our brain with all the light on the planet. So to get ahead takes a little bit more, right? So what you thought was really innovative a couple of years ago, that's that 2 years again, 2 years again. I feel like they're saying now is the time to bring that next layer into your work, okay? What other energies you want to illuminate for my group number 3s? Whoa, cards are flying. Yeah, I just feel like you guys have a lot of ideas that you haven't entertained yet. Any other messages for my group number 2s? There it is, Scorpio, investigate, okay? With abundant number 8 here. Okay, 8 may be significant for someone here. Investigate. Investigate what you're doing. Investigate new ways of working. Use your intuition. That's another layer to the puzzle here. They want you to use your intuition. Okay, your intuition needs to be folded in with that pentacle energy, with that grounded energy. So use your higher mind as well. Again, changing perspective, investigate, same messages. Anything else? Let's get one more for my group number 3s. One more, please and thank you. One more. And we have solar calm, clarify. First of all, we have the sun here, and now we have solar calm. Okay, so you guys have to be calm. You got to lower the volume on the worry. They just showed me that Friends episode when Ross moves into Joey and Matt and what's his name? Chandler's place, and they're making a lot of noise, and Ross says, lower the volume. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Friends, but that's it. They want you to lower the volume on your worry, about your concern. Stay calm. Your sun is coming. Your success is coming. Be aware of the energy behind your work right now. Clarify, okay? Clarify your objectives. Clarify how much money do you want to make? How much work do you want to put into this? Get a little bit more organized about what you're setting out to do. So investigate, work with a financial advisor, get opinions from people who've done what you've done, who are 10, 15, 20 years ahead of you. Even if they didn't do what you've done, anyone who has built a business is a library of information. And they're saying, do not underestimate where you can get help from. Okay, so even if it's somebody in a completely different niche, a completely different business, if it's somebody who is successful that you look up to, have a formal, informal lunch, whatever it is with them, and pick their brain a little bit. I'm hearing that someone's father might have a lot of ideas and a lot of information, but you might not be calling on them because you don't think they know anything about what you do. Yes, they do. Business is business is business. Anyone who's been successful at anything is a wealth of information. So ring them up, give them a ring, give them a buzz. Okay, guys, that's your message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If nothing else, though, I send you so much love and so many blessings with money. May it rain down on you in the most balanced and beautiful way possible. Till the next reading, much love, many blessings. Take good care.